Hi, I'm Christine V. Hides, and I'm here in my backyard thinking about all of us who are embarking on mission trips and wilderness trips this summer. My first mission trip was over 10 years ago, and the most important thing that I brought along, which I actually had to buy there, were some Ziploc bags. You see, a bad case of stomach flu came out on our last night there, and we drove home with vans full of very ill children, so these bags were really helpful. Barring that sort of disaster, there are a few other really great things that you can bring along on your mission trip or wilderness trip. I know everybody's got a packing list for camp and all these things, but these are a few of my top secret leader tips. So first off, anywhere you're going to go with bugs, I highly recommend this really lightweight, it's got breathable holes in it, really lightweight, mosquito repellent built-in pullover. It has saved me many nights around the campfires. The bugs just kind of fly by and they will not land, and it's just a great way to not have all that insect repellent on. It's light, so even if it's really hot, it's not too bad. Available online. The brand is Buzz Off. I'm not trying to do any props for, not trying to do any promotions for brands, but this one's a good one. So second thing in regards to bugs, I really like this 20% DEET formula. It's slow release, so you put it on and it lasts the whole day, and supposedly fewer of the chemicals soak into your skin, so that's really important. But I found it's really effective, this family controlled release 20% DEET repellent. Those are a couple just necessary things. Let's talk about sleeping. It is no fun to sleep on a church floor or in a tent, especially for those of us leaders, and everybody brings along an air mattress. I gotta tell you, I've popped more air mattresses in my trips. I think one trip I went through 4. They just leak, they don't work. So a while ago, I decided a camping mat was the way to go. Not as big, not as luxurious, but I don't wake up on a flat pile of plastic in the morning. So if you can get a camping mat or borrow one, this one you can put a little bit of air into. It's a little bit of insulated, so it works well just about anywhere. Great tip. On last summer's canoe trip, someone introduced me to the portable packable travel pillow, and you can fluff that right up, and it's light enough to take on a wilderness canoe trip if you are careful about what you pack in other areas. So that's another one of my great new finds. This microfiber towel, I've had it since my second mission trip when we were in a church basement, and the towels just would not dry out. It was, the humidity was like 152%, and it was the middle of summer. So next year I researched, and microfiber towels will dry in almost any condition really quickly. They're thin, they're not as luxurious as your cotton terry, but they get the job done. They come in all different shapes and sizes, and highly recommend this investment. A little pricey up front, but they will, I've had this one, like I said, over 10 years, still works great. All right, can we talk about feet for a minute? The smell of adolescent feet that have been working in sneakers all day is pretty crazy. So I have these are my daughters, they're sneaker balls. You can bring some of these along to at least stick in there. When you get back to the church, after a day of work, and all of, it just smells like feet in your sleeping room. There's something else, I don't have any left, but if you go to sort of those natural body and bath shops, look for peppermint foot spray. And it works great. It's got this cooling feature, and it like reduces the odor, and the kids actually like it. So I'm like, who wants a peppermint foot spray? It's like a mini spa treatment, and it completely, maybe not completely, but really helps with the odor. So get some of that peppermint foot spray. Last but not least, bring along some things, just little things that you can do if you have any spare time. I know there's not much. I got this free set of little mini colored pencils. These have gone with me on wilderness canoe trips where you're limited to personal supplies in one pillowcase. So these were great, and then you can get these little coloring sheets or coloring cards with Bible verses if you want, or even just some blank paper. Just something to do in a little bit of downtime. Quiet yourself, center yourself. It doesn't take up much space and is really worth it. Speaking of personal care, these little tiny vials from hobby or craft stores are great. You can put in just a little bit if you've got prescription medicine, or you've got you take some headache medicine or creams or anything like that. They're super tiny. That way you won't lose your really expensive cream if your boat capsizes on a wilderness trip, but you can still bring it with you. These were a fantastic little find. You can get them at any hobby or craft store, and the lids just snap right off. So great way to pack a small amount of medicines or other items in here. And finally, bring along the devotion for you and your youth. I am going to post in just a few hours a wilderness devotion that I've used based on the poems of Mary Oliver and a few others. And then alongside those poems there are Bible verses. So and that can be printed out. It's just a few sheets of paper, tuck it in your bag, and then every night you'll have a wilderness devotion and a time of centering with some great poems that help us reflect on the outdoors. So God bless all of you going on trips, safe travels, have fun, and treat yourself just a little bit, youth leaders. Have a great day.